to another episode of Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. I'm Jason Luntz. Now, Nashville has grown as one of the cities that is exploding in the tech, social media, and digital field. Today, I'm happy to introduce an entrepreneur that's right here in the Metro-Nashville area that's doing some exciting things to help organizations and companies find out what their customers and clients are looking for. I would like to introduce Jamonn Brady. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, sir.
Well, let's start off from the beginning. Now, just to let you know a little background, me and Mr. Brady met last week at a network function, and he told me about what his business is doing, and I was so excited I had to share with my viewers. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about your company, what it's called, and what you guys do.
Gotcha. Well, the company name is New Breed Business Solutions. It's a company that was started back in 2009 by my brother, Jamonn Brady, and myself, and our mother, actually. So we got a family business going here, family tech business going. Our original move into business was in the software tech world, and so we were a software consultancy company for the most part as a base. And my brother has a degree in software development, so he kind of led the ship, if you will, with doing software development work for several major companies in Atlanta.
Okay.
For years, that was the base of the company, and that was what we did. Over that period of time, we discussed ways of trying to branch out and make the company a little more diverse, and we kind of all had a desire to build something that was special and unique. So we dabbled in a few things. We have a Microsoft partnership with the company, so we did a few things Microsoft oriented, but ultimately through the experience that I have in business and sales and things of that nature, and being a habitual consumer, I just kind of saw a need for a service that allowed consumers to interact with businesses the same way they interact with each other for the most part when it comes to commentary and opinion. So that desire to build something new and seeing a need led us to FEEDBACC, which is kind of our flagship jump off, if you will, for our software services that we plan on rolling. We have a line of them. This is just the first one.
Okay, so the company we're focused on today is called FEEDBACC.
Yes. And
it was built, you said that you got the idea because the way people interact with each other. Do you mean online?
Yeah, absolutely. Online, actually in person as well. One of the things that I've noticed in talking to all kinds of business owners, especially, but business people, is that businesses have a strong desire for feedback, customer feedback. They 9 times out of 10, almost, you ask somebody if feedback's important, they're going to tell you yes. Mm-hmm. And most of them mean it.
Yes, yeah.
And then you go back and ask that same 9 out of 10, how many of you, what kind of process do you have for collecting that feedback? Most of them don't really have one. And feedback has a process, and the successful companies have a process for it. Those that are at the top of the pecking order have a process. We might not always all like the processes that they go through, but there is one. There's a process for capturing, there's a process for collection, and there's a process for use. Mm-hmm. You know, how they use that feedback once they get it, and providing a tool for small businesses and up and coming small and middle-sized businesses to have that kind of process is what we're about with feedback.
Okay, so now how exactly does feedback work? I'm a business owner, so we'll try to simplify it. Let's say I own a restaurant and I want to know how my customers feel. How do I use your service?
Okay, it's really a really simple service, really simple process. We provide a portal, if you will, for the business owner to log into, where they're able to set up a single customizable question that's attached to a QR code.
Okay.
That QR code can then be displayed or given out however they would like to do it within their business, where they can then ask customers to respond to that one question using their smartphone. So, you know, most people have smartphones, and most people enjoy using their smartphone.
Yes, they do.
So It's an easy ask for the business owner to say, hey, when you get a second, scan this QR code. It's also an easy ask because it's quick.
Okay.
It's one question. We limit it to one question so the customer's not bound to a 5 or 10 minute survey that we've all seen and been asked to fill out.
It takes a while.
Yes.
So I asked a question so I can say, I'm a restaurant owner and I want to know, do my customers like my happy hour? What is it that you like? Can I say something like, what do you like about our happy hour?
Well, I'll say this. With restaurants and hospitality in general, it's kind of our main focus because they really crave that knowledge. But for businesses in general, when I do get responses on their feedback process, some of the things I hear are, I ask for referrals and I ask people, would they refer me and things of that nature. And a lot of times the question that is being put out for feedback, whether it's organic or structured, is a yes or no answer.
Yes or no. So that's a better way to use it.
So would you? So what people are typically asking are yes or no. So it doesn't lead for discovery. Would you refer me? Yes. Okay. Well, great. That's great to know. But what do I do with that? Or would you refer me? No. Well, I don't know. What do I do with that? The better question and what feedback allows you to do is ask the question of why would you refer me?
Got you.
And that opens up discovery. It lets you find out more about your business and allows you to find out more about the decision-making process that you need to be going through as a business owner to grow your business.
Oh, that's great. Now, a business owner that wants to use your service, are you available or your company available to give them suggestions on how to use it?
Absolutely. Again, my role with the company is not just to sell a service. My job is to help businesses with their feedback process. So when I sit down with a customer or a potential customer, my job is to make sure that there's a process in place for them to get better feedback and to do something with that feedback.
Okay.
Now, obviously I'm biased. I believe that my service is one that is a great tool in that process.
Yeah.
But if in our discussion we determine that there's a better way to do it, I'm all for it. My job is to help businesses grow, small, medium-sized businesses grow, and I think feedback is a part of that process.
So how important is it for small to medium-sized business owners to be aware of what their clients or customers are looking for?
What's that again?
How important is it for small to medium businesses to be aware of what their clients or customers are looking for?
I believe it's extremely important. If you look at any major competing industries now, I think a lot of what makes one business successful and another in the same line largely has to do with how much voice their customers have had in the process. If you look at a McDonald's and a Burger King, McDonald's and Burger King were neck and neck for the longest.
Yes.
And McDonald's exploded and kind of left them in the background. Kmart and Walmart, kind of the
Same
same. That they were neck and neck for the longest, and then one took off. And there's a lot of business factors in the background there that are part of that. But in the decision-making process, one of those two companies went awry, and I believe customer response and helping in that feedback and helping in that decision-making process would have helped the succeeding company and has hurt the one that has kind of fallen to the side.
So with you saying that, it makes me realize that if a company used your service, they're basically having access to the same kind of thing major corporations have entire departments dedicated to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, in my experience, I've worked with a Fortune 500 company and seen the amount of tools and processes that are put into customer response and customer feedback. Thousands and thousands of dollars are spent there. In smaller companies, again, not only are the resources limited from a financial standpoint, but in often cases you have the business owner that's running the register, cleaning up, and doing all the things that are necessary to run that business as well. So having a tool that's simple and easy makes that collection process a lot easier for the small and medium-sized business owner.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, it's definitely something to consider. Now, for people out there that are interested in learning more about this service you provide, how can they contact you or find you online?
Well, we are spreading our wings online on Facebook. You can find us at FEEDBACC, www.facebook.com/feedback, and that's FEEDBACC. You can find us at Got Feedback on Twitter. You can also reach me by email. It's at Jamonn, JAMONNB, at New Breed Business Solutions, which is nbbsi.com.
All right, that's great. Now, before I let you go, I usually like to ask business owners about the city of Nashville. I personally feel, and people that watch the show know I feel this way, that Nashville has developed a great place for businesses to start. That's my opinion. And since you are a business that's based out of the Metro-Nashville area, how do you feel about Nashville for business, and how do you feel about Nashville for the tech, social media, digital business?
Well, being a baby in the entrepreneur world, I would consider myself in getting started. I found that it's been very embracing of new technology and things of that nature. So I think I think Nashville's on the verge of something beautiful from that standpoint. I think Nashville could very easily be one of the hubs, one of the eastern hubs for for digital and technology and things of that nature, especially southeastern. So I'm excited about launching this service here. I'm excited about seeing it grow, and the services that we dream up, in the future and come. We'll be excited about launching them from such a fertile environment.
Oh, that's great. Well, I really appreciate you taking your time to come through today and talk to us at the Tribune. I wish you all the luck, and I think that he has a great service that a lot of business people should definitely check out. And once again, thank you for tuning into Take 10 on Tuesday with the Tennessee Tribune. See you next time.